Hi, my skies. How are you? I really wanted to come on live because, well, I just have so many amazing shots, and I can't even really put them together and get them out. So I just wanted to kind of see what everybody else was seeing and how everybody is. You're having someone we are, or you are. Tell me more. What kind of event are we having, my skies? Besides, the Mother of God is here. Hi, hi Rodney. Hi Borean calling. Good to see you. Hey Shelly. So much love to you guys. In fact, I was thinking about you today, Rodney. I was cracking the codes, and I can't believe some of the stuff. As you know, Rodney from Borean Calling, he's so inspiring and has done so much for this apocalypse and for us. And he's helped us unlock some of the things that we had inside of us and find confirmation for those things. And yeah, things are crashing, absolutely. But I know that you're probably seeing the same thing I am in the Gematria calculator, which is very current events and things, becoming current and changing. Etheric cosmic energy waves are very prevalent and noticeable in the atmosphere, absolutely. And you guys, what I'm seeing is literally hundreds in one little area, hundreds of these beautiful round rainbow cloud ships. Oh, Amanda, I know the struggle. You make great videos. I love your videos. Yeah, it's wild. So what am I seeing on Gematria that I want to share with you real quick? I wrote a few things down and I was going to throw them into a video, but like Amanda said, it's not that simple today. Really, any day, is it? But yeah, we're having a little bit of a tough time. I think it's just like the overwhelming energy. It's a beautiful energy. It's different. It's new. Yes, the Crystal School. These belong to my boyfriend. He used to work at one of the biggest wholesale dealers of these beautiful things, so I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by them. Yeah, I can't wait for you to post either. I'm still going to post. I've noticed my past several videos have only gotten about 100 views or so. I mean, there's probably more on a few. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I know I was hitting about like 300 and 400, so sometimes 5 and a lot of times more. But my point is that the things that I'm showing, there's no way that anybody can deny them. You can't deny them anymore. They're there and they're here. I just don't understand. Why can't we just go ahead and take a look? What I'm finding is that they're going to gradually show up. They're just very gradually going to manifest. That is one of the things I saw today. The manifestation of the aliens and a few others. Let's see. So I can't promise you I can tell you exactly what code I got these from, but I wrote a few lines down. And yeah, definitely, Shelly. Lots of weird stuff like that has been really going on since the beginning. I was explaining on Hi Kitten, when I did actually the best damn podcast with John, I was explaining to him that when I started my channel, it was because I was looking through my telescope and I saw colors on Mars. And it's not that I use my telescope that often, but I knew that, it should be orange, and I just started seeing some really interesting things. But yeah, when I pulled my telescope out, it was like one of those really intense energy nights for me. And I just woke up at 3 in the morning and went outside, grabbed my telescope, didn't know what was going on. You know, I had noticed some changes in our atmosphere and the electromagnetism, but I had no idea what was going on at that time. And it was probably in, you know, about the time that a lot of people started feeling this. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of light workers came before I ever realized. I mean, I knew something was going on in 2012 and even a little before that, and I was seeing a Reiki healer and all kinds of cool stuff, and I thought I was really, you know, in tune, but I had no clue. I never thought this could happen in my lifetime. It's like deep down I knew it would, but you know, I'm starting to feel the joy that we're going to experience, and that's a message that I see a lot, is that we are going to be satisfied beyond our comprehension. And that's not ever why we do things. We're not looking to be rewarded, but after a very hard time, you know, it will be welcome. So I'm starting to experience that and see where that can start to take place. So some cool stuff that I saw today. Occult technology developed at Area 51. I think we all knew that, right? And everybody knows about the Saturn matrix now. John did a great show last night on that. Covered quite a few things. I think there's still a lot to be cleared up when it comes to that. So as time goes on, we will just, you know, clear the muddied waters. Zeus is king. I'm sorry, Jesus is Zeus, the real father of humanity. Boran, Rodney, you do it so much better. I was actually thinking about you when I was writing this down. It's a lot of work. You do a lot of work for us. Thank you for that. And but I really want to get to kind of a theory that's swimming around in my head. I just really had quite a few epiphanies the past couple of days, and I just want to start getting us all to thinking about them, because, you know, once we start thinking about them, they start unraveling and we get clarity, and it's really cool. And I'll get to that very shortly. I'm not used to doing a live. I wish I wasn't so freaked out to go on camera. I'm just not quite there yet, so I'm sure you guys understand that. It's not easy to put yourself out there. This is a beautiful one. The people will be free from the matrix soon. So that was like a quite updated one. I felt like that was confirmation. I told you guys on another video, which you might have seen or not, that yesterday I got that the second return of Christ has already happened. So just like the events, like I was saying with the events, it's happening now and ongoing. Well, the return of Christ is happening now and ongoing, but he has returned. He is in the vicinity, in the building, like through the door here. And I believe that I've captured 100% the angels of Christ, if not Christ himself. I think the quote Dave Dobbs object is the twins. You can see that's two objects flying together. I mean, how beautiful is that? The twin flames reuniting, like, and it's just flying around, and we have no idea what's taking place. And of course, you know, I want to make it clear, I believe, as above, so below. I believe that Christ came here to teach us that there were so many ways to the truth, but just to go ahead and find it, you know. And if you felt that, you know, if you felt compelled to seek, absolutely to seek. And so I just want to make that clear. I'm starting to understand who we are a lot more, and Rodney has helped me understand some of that. It's been a lot of you guys, a lot of us together, putting pieces together. But something I saw today was that Queen Jesus, Aphrodite, was crucified. And I've seen this a few times. After listening to Jeff's show quite often, And after putting just several pieces together, but I think I was listening last night and, you know, it just came together and I'm like, hey, wait a minute. So the story about the crucifixion, it probably did not happen to the man that came here and incarnated. Apparently, that man lived his life out, married, with children. It's heresy to say that or teach that, but that those are closest to the facts that we can find. So we know about facts now, so this is all speculation. But again, then today I saw that Christ, I'm sorry, I don't have it written down in the right place, so I'm just trying to paraphrase, and that's not really a good thing to do with these beautiful words here. Let's see if I can find it. Give me a second. I realize that we're on cyclical time and there's no rush. I still feel an urgency to get things out, which is why I'm sitting here totally like unprepared, talking to, I feel, myself, because I'm not really reading chat, but I love you guys. Thank you for being here. You guys are awesome. You're healed. Oh my God, that's so amazing. So yeah, something about the knowledge of the fact that the crystalline DNA transformation is happening is very healing, and I can tell you that it is darkest before the dawn, because when I was an avid researcher. I had dropped out of chemistry when I got really sick with quote unquote Morgellons 2 years ago. I had no idea what was happening. I mean, it's a frantic feeling. So when I saw a line today that we have righteous anger and they are scared of that, I know that I'm one of those people. I really don't know that I'm ready to talk about the entire experience yet, because I don't think that it would do it justice. I'm still really wrapping my head around the whole thing, my whole experience with the public and with doctors and whatnot. But right when it was darkest, and right when I had found what I now understand to be planted, fearful narratives, I found the information that T. Taylor had compiled, that she had found, and that had unlocked something in her knowing, and that she was able to have pieces fall to her, because this is what she was meant to do. She was meant to show us what is happening. Very shortly after that, I started healing. I knew to claim my sovereignty before that happened, and once you claim your sovereignty, anything dark, whether that be just the part of you that you'd like to improve or whatever, it will leave. But this was expedited. I don't know if it's the hope or if it's just the sheer fact that we are extremely powerful creators. But, oh no, Aphrodite, you type as many messages as you want, girl, because I just have to see that, because that happens to me all the time. And that's such a bad feeling when you type and you're excited and you're like sharing your truth, and it's like, you might want to wait a minute. You've been sending too many messages. It's like, holy shit, did somebody time me out? No, that's YouTube just trying to keep us separated and trying to keep us quiet. Tony talks really well about how, the doctors actually did get a memo. Hospitals and offices got a memo saying, hey, please be aware when you see people with this set of symptoms walking through your door, you refuse to treat them and you refer them to psych. And they tweaked it from then until now, and they still are. Yeah, so it's pretty intense. It's very intense when your body starts doing something that it's never done in 36 years. You want to know why, and you're getting, people are professionals, people that you trust are looking at you and telling you you're crazy, and you know that they know, but what a weird place to be in, right? But yes, freaky how powerful we are. It's absolutely the truth, because when I thought that it was a silkworm with spider DNA, that's what it felt like, and that's essentially what it might as well have been. That was at the very beginning. I had like gang stalkers telling me things, giving me medicines, bringing me to their homes, like wild stuff, you guys. This has been wild. So, and these were public people that are still out there. So I look forward to telling that side of my story at some point, through probably over time, if I have that opportunity. But yes, with Queen Ainana. So then today I saw that she, you know, I've seen a few times that she was crucified. Maybe better than I do. I'm almost afraid to look for research anymore, although I know better than that, because things come to me unexpectedly when I look. But it went on to say today that, well, here, let me go here. So I understand Sophia to be Lucifer, and you know, it is what it is. It's a hard pill for some people to swallow, but once you do a little research, you can clear it up for yourself. You will understand that it was purely just everything getting completely twisted. So when I saw the line that Jesus and Lucifer are the same being, but two separate humans in two separate lives, same being, it helps me understand that Queen Ainana was crucified and she came back incarnated as Jesus Christ the man. So they essentially just mashed it all together and tried to, you know, tried to make a mockery out of the whole thing. So yeah, there's just a lot there. There's a lot there. Key codes from Ascended Masters. Oh, I'll look into that. Well, I kind of got out what I wanted to say. I just wanted to put that out there for now, I think. What else? But I definitely want to see what you guys are up to so I can read chat. Maybe I'll read a couple more lines because there was some really cool stuff. Saturn's universe is one mind in conflict. Oh yes, one person has the power to take the entire Illuminati down. It just takes one person. Now this one I need to clear up a little bit, but is it possible that Jesus and Poseidon were also the same entity? Smiling at others heals your soul. And that totally brought me back to when I was little and I would judge, sounds bad, judge, but I would know a good-hearted person when, you know, they'd look at me and smile back. I've become pretty hardened to the world, so I'm just now getting back out into the real world or whatever it is now, and smiling at people again. But what a great reminder. It's so true. It's so healing for others and for us. And something about us with our light that we shed, even though we've been made to, I don't want to say been made to, but you know, our power has been used against us pretty strongly. There's definitely no denying that. We still have the ability, and really what we came here for, I believe, is to activate other people, as many people as possible. Humans deserve to know the truth and to be healed and to be sovereign again. That was another thing I saw today. And Zeus, Source, wants that and is going to give that. So, yeah. Ooh, this was a good one. Asteroids are alien beings coming to Earth. I knew that because I had seen Comet Ison is the sign of my coming. Funny enough, in August, I saw that green asteroid throughout August, and I knew, I kept staring at it. I was like, yes. Tell me I didn't catch that thing. That rainbow plume rocket angel the other day. If you haven't seen that, please go take a look at that. Hey, Go-Gart Bob. Hi. Hi, oh, Kitten, you've been here. You guys have been here. Thank you guys all for being here. I love you all. Yes, absolutely. And also, fifth dimensional Earth, planetary spheres, our dimensions on Earth. Now, I'd love to understand, is Zeus's soul going to be our soul? Or like somebody recently said to me, are we going to be the shining light? Hey, Drop. Hi, E. Oh, God. I'm pretty sure that's... Yes, but Rochelle, she's serious, right? But which part of serious do you know? And she was also another part as Venus. I had somebody tell me that the other day, and that really rang true, that they were also two different incarnations of the same soul. I'm glad you're here too, Bill and everybody. Hi, KB. Hi, Miss Dragon. Does it matter? To me, it matters, yes. It matters to me. Does it matter which part of serious, or does it matter if she's serious or not? I think it matters because I started kind of getting defensive about Venus stealing the show so much, and I wasn't sure if it was a usurping or not. I know, I'm glad you caught me live. You have so much knowledge that you've shared with me, Rochelle. Yes, you have. Everybody here has been such a part of this. Thoughts and Perceptions Out Loud. I need everybody to go and subscribe to Thoughts and Perceptions Out Loud. A lot of us are really being blocked. I'm kind of figuring out that they know who a lot of us are. I'm not trying to make myself special. Believe me, I'm not even going to get into that. It's just the facts. And they have our entire lives, so... Anyway, we got flat earthers, and that's cool. Everybody's welcome. But I really don't like distraction. I really don't. I don't think there's much time for distraction. I missed something, but I know the love stuff has been pretty weird lately, and I think it will. Kitten, if you had any idea, like, just use your judgment. Just really, I trust you. It's all good. I'm not worried about hurting anybody's feelings at this point. PG 2424. When I say they, and I'm really getting away from this mentality, but the NSA, the CIA, I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I know something really fucking crazy happened to my body. I know that spirals of crystalline fiber came out of every single pore of my body. It wasn't even, yeah, triangles, little teeny wooden triangles came out of my entire body, like millions of them. So something's taking place. Something major is taking place. Something so exciting and so unbelievable is taking place. Spirit science? I haven't checked that out, but I will. Oh, we're doing so well. I will tell you that I am healed. I feel so like all that crazy weird stuff has stopped. And that stopped a few months back. I really thought it never would, because that's the narrative. Oh, you're going to be experiencing this forever, and, you know, it's just going to get worse. You're going to die a miserable death. In fact, I have friends who are still going to doctors that are still being told that they are going to die a miserable death, when that is absolutely not the case. Do you want to know what I saw today? Today, I saw the most beautiful thing. Since we are all just waiting in wonder and trust and faith, I saw the beautiful line, and I don't want to. Angels will be in human form until the day of the Lord. So if that means anything to anybody, take that and put it in your back pocket with me, and let's hold hands and skip down the path. You've got proof. Yes, Aphrodite. I went through many of those stages. It's so many stages that we go through, and if we could only get together, we could really, really, really rewrite, you know, science. And us women are probably going to do that. I'm not saying that I'm like top scientist, but I have some good insight, and I have some little tidbits to throw in. And I still like scientific method. There's a couple more on this page that were actually really beautiful. Oh yes, the manifestation of aliens, like I mentioned earlier, and the unveiling of the extraterrestrials. I think that's what's happening now. Well, I know it is. I don't think that it's necessarily that they're approaching closer, although I think that is happening. I think that they are slowly unveiling as well. I mean, I've been able to capture and document this the whole time. It's very, very hard for me to go back and put side-by-sides together because of the nature of my storage, and no matter what I do, I don't really want to talk about that too much. Just know that I have like digital annoyances. So as far as doing some of the, you know, using some of the scientific method and going back and kind of doing side-by-sides and really doing that kind of work, I haven't been able to do that yet, but I think that I'm going to. I have everything saved, and I really think that I'm going to pour over this because I've only been able to work and post, you know, a portion of what I've captured. So I feel that I've documented this return of Christ, and I think that it's going to be something special to me forever. So no matter if I'm ascended, you know, it's saying that we have entered heaven, welcome home. And I went out today, and I'm like, people speeding by me more than usual and honking their horns at me for no reason. And like, I'm not in that frustration place anymore, thank God. I don't feel like I'm going to kill somebody if they look at me wrong, or, you know, I don't feel like everybody's after me. I definitely went through that, and it's so uncomfortable. I am pretty no nonsense now because of it, but it's just raised my discernment level so much. And where was I going with that? Like all over the place, you guys. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate you guys being here. Let me see what you guys have to say. No, Andrea, we're gonna work on that because they can't touch you anymore, and they know it. Like, that's the thing. I mean, I'm not gonna taunt them, but I know they watch and listen, and all that, but it's cool. Like, I think that they want to learn just as much. I think that many of these people in these high positions, they thought that they were doing the right thing. That's what we were taught, that the beast system, you know, it's to get to the top and to be that powerful, it makes you a good guy or gal. And so I really do believe that many of these people thought they were doing the right thing. I mean, you guys know that we know we couldn't do something like certain things like that, but I think that many are in the dark as much as we were. And I think that, you know, there are just curious humans that really, you know, everybody's going to have a chance to not shame and guilt themselves. Right now, I believe that we are using these opportunities that are coming up to purge all of that stuff and to allow ourselves to see what has held us back and to see ourselves. Not everybody's going to take those opportunities. That's right. I work for God. Yeah, I do have a lot of questions about that. I do know that I love what Shane from Unbiased and On the Fence says, that, you know, even if something or somebody is, you know, soulless or doesn't necessarily have a part to play in the new world. No, that's not what I want to say. What does he say? Basically that if, you know, walk-ins can come into somebody that's vacant at any time. And I heard that that's what happened with some police officers, which I think is pretty cool. Although I know that the police force is so deeply corrupted that that's going to be a tough one. We will need some angel walk-ins in the police force. So let's hope that that has already happened. I've had the opportunity to speak to a few professionals out and about. I feel called to, and if they're open, I take a few minutes and see if they kind of understand what's going on. And they've agreed to serve the light every chance that they get. Good to see you guys here. So glad to see you all. Is there anything that you want to talk about? No, Aphrodite, I want you to know, like, I went through a lot of that, and everybody has to really find the truth on their own. But it can be very scary, and it can, you know, feel like everything that we feel, they've made a narrative for something very terrifying. And I can tell you, that's what the whole choose love over fear is. It's not that you're not, like, choosing love all the time, because I know you are, but I just don't want anyone to have to think about some of the things that I did. But I guess, you know, that might just be a part of the whole process, because for a long time I thought, wow, I'm really screwed. Like, something really got a hold of me, and I can tell you that I've completely overcome those fears and those possibilities, and that our higher self is integrating with us. And it can definitely feel as if something very strange is going on. Something very scary and very strange. And there are definitely narratives to support those sensations that we have in our body. And the physical manifestations of what's going on will support some of those theories. But I can tell you that I've overcome any possibility of that being the case. If that makes any sense to anybody. Oh yeah, I have been getting the glitching less than I was a year ago, even a few months ago. I really do feel like, even though I'm kind of like stumbling over my words tonight, I just made myself hit the live. I wasn't even ready. Like, I want to take a hit of my vape. Hold on. Smoke some herbs, something. I had a long day and I was driving around, and I don't really do a lot of that. I kind of stay home a lot. But I went ahead and ran some errands and took my grandmother some dinner and stuff like that. So something I always see, oh yeah, definitely helps deprogram. That's something, a message I got too, was that everything is mind control. It's all mind control. It's all mind control. That's why you heard me make that phone call yesterday. 100%. It's all mind control. That shit's not happening. World War III's not happening. The elites are flying their fucking war toys around, trying to make it look like... They know that we're not going to manifest it anymore, so they're just making it appear that way. It's so ridiculous. So, yeah, hi Lisa. How many have sparkling skin? Is T. Taylor here? What word? Everyone here sparkles. Yeah, I think it's just like, I know, I check people. I don't really go into the whole thing. But I've checked a few of my friends, and yeah, they're sparkling. Some of them are sparkling more than I am. Some of the guys are sparkling more than I am. But actually, one of my really good guy friends that I noticed that's sparkling like crazy, and it didn't surprise me at all because he is such a sweetheart and has had a really hard time throughout life with, you know, authority and this, that, and the other. Just a similar story to me. I don't know if it was authority, but you know, the Matrix. We were breaking out of the Matrix the day we were born. But he broke his hip and he's already almost better. We heal like crazy. We heal like crazy. I broke my toe. One of my last frustration learning lessons, I kicked a pumpkin when I was moving, and I thought it would like just smash, you know? I thought it would just break apart because I had had it for like 2 months. And it didn't break, but my toe did, my big toe. But I was walking again in 3 days. I mean, I was walking that day, but it like shattered it, and it's better now. Yeah, it was crazy. But I learned a really big lesson. And that's exactly what it was about. It was 100% a lesson from God. Yeah, but I think that's really cool. Aphrodite, I don't think it's cool that she was crucified, but I think it's cool that after she was, she came back as Jesus, the man. And now she's back again. And I'm not sure if you guys saw that amazing blue object that I've been capturing, but she is totally uncloaked today. That's another reason I do want to know if she's serious, obviously, because, well, for the obvious reasons, but the colors are so beautiful. And is the red and blue together? Is that, you know, the two of them together? Anyway, so many questions. More to be revealed. All right, Snowflake Vaccine, I love you. I'm so glad I let you stay. You're the best. See you later. All you've wanted to do is sleep. Yeah, getting back into some of the physical stuff going on, I feel so much better. Things have cleared up a millionfold. T. Taylor, Aphrodite, and I were talking about how much we've healed just with the knowledge that you share. And that is why it's so important to get this message out, because it's actually a message of healing and an end to suffering. And there's a lot of people suffering in the world right now, and unnecessarily, because of mind control. So we're just, hi, Michelle's opinions. Yeah, I want to be honest. I feel like such a jerk because I never catch up on some of y'all's videos, but you already know I get unsubscribed. See, I stopped letting people demand me around. I really did. It can be hard, but it is really important to love yourself. Obviously, you know that. I don't have to tell you all that. We know that. Yeah, I'm going to, Michelle. I'm glad for the reminder. Bye. Thank you, boy. Thank you guys for coming. Oops. Thank you for staying so long. Oh, I want to see your premiere. I'll catch it later. Hey, Marcus. Andrea, that makes so much sense. The Vatican created the CIA psychiatry for sure. MK Ultra and the big pharmacia for the depopulation agenda. I 100% believe that. Why are all these things happening to us, James? You're the one that's always so positive. Is it getting to you a little bit today? I understand. I can tell you why. Because on the day of the Lord, you're going to turn into an angel of light. That's why. That's why. Because on the day of the Lord, you're going to transfigure, just like Christ did, into an angel of light. Yep. I wouldn't have known this if it wasn't for you, Tony. I mean, I knew it deep down, I did, but that mind control conditioning, it's really intense. I mean, like she said, they've spent 5,000 years learning how, waiting for this time. 5,000 years, you know, well, apparently 2,000 since Jesus, the man, was here, but this information has been unfindable for 5,000 years. Oh, thanks, Dave. You're so sweet. Watchmen, light workers. How about like the fake watchmen out there? They kind of piss me off, but I'm kind of getting over it. They're all starting to look really idiotic. Like, how long can you play stupid, really? It is offensive to me. I think we're going to all be able to get together. There's something about breaking this matrix and getting into this. I'm just starting to understand it, but we will be able to travel. Actually, Rosie from the UK, Rosie Jenner, the most amazing New Earth artist I've ever seen, was talking today about the possibilities with the new, you know, being tapped into the new crystalline grid. So just so many exciting things to come. So, you know, the day of the Lord is not the end. It's the beginning. When we're uncovering that we may not, many of us, go through what is known as a traditional death, that this is how we enter heaven now, and we keep ascending. Yeah, the people that drag us down. I'm finding compassion and forgiveness for them slightly again. But I've also been able to really rid my surroundings of that type of thing. You know, I think that it's there until it doesn't need to be. And it's always way beyond what we think it needs to be. Oh, sweetie, I know. That stuff still, the dead still, I guess, have not been risen, but I knew, I mean, I think that's what the day of the Lord is, you know, when all of this stuff starts taking place. JFK Jr. comes back. No. All of it. It's going to be fucking amazing. It really is going to be amazing. You know, and that's what I think. I believe that this was a suicide program. I believe that this was to drive us to that, because I'm sure that some of the people that just felt like they couldn't make it through, which I really do understand. I've been there several times, but it is so worth pulling through. And it truly is darkest before the dawn. And there's so much hope. But yes, teens are targeted big time. I mean, that's when I really started experiencing that type. And I'm like, I'm not depressed, but I just feel hopeless, you know. And that is what the beast system is created to do. And it does work, unfortunately. So we are very fortunate to have risen above that. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a testament of the monsters that, you know, have kept us suppressed and in suffering for so long, the Machiavellian rule and all of it. Yes. Things are rising out the sea. Really? What, Marcus? What did you see? Or what did you hear about? We were not created to fail. That's right. So the fact that we've made it through this, you know, sometimes I get to the point where it's like, do I even, you know, like I'm out of emotions and I've experienced so much. I don't feel broken anymore, but I feel like almost like with such a high consciousness, how do you add love back in and like integrate it back in and weave it back in? Like the actual receiving and giving of love, you know, outside of your own creation, video work, or, you know, like how that's where I'm at. Because I can kind of feel like really stagnant at sometimes. Don't get me wrong, I'm extremely compassionate and touched by things going on right now. But I think the fact that I'm filming like the return of God, and I cry while I edit, and I cry. I'm so moved by all of you and how much we're growing and just this whole experience. Like there's not much that touches that. And it's just going to get better. So I'm probably just rambling on. Good night, T. Love you. Michelle, so have you. I'm so glad to have gotten closer to you recently. Yeah, you're right, Marcus. Nothing is wrong with crying. It just felt strange because for a while I think I toughened up so much that I just really didn't cry much. I'm grateful for yours as well, Aphrodite. I love you too. You are not the janitorial crew. Well, does anybody else have anything they want to say before I go? Oh, hey, what's up, Crispy? I haven't seen you around lately. I don't know, I feel like things are getting a little weird on YouTube. It's hard to get in touch with each other. Oh, somebody said bye. Maybe they were leaving. My bad. Hey, Sen, what's up? Love you too. See you soon. Talk to you soon. Oh, gotcha. Did you see my message, Tony, about... Let me read it again. I sent it to you as soon as I got it. I sent it to like every way that I have to get in touch with you today, this morning. Angels will be in human form until the day of the Lord. Oh, you guys are cute. Lives get really confusing sometimes. Love you, Manda. Check out Manda's channel. She's been doing really amazing work. Your videos are so adorable and beautiful, just like you. I love them. I think we do communicate in 5D. I'm glad that you say that. Rosie Jenner was saying that today, and I'm like, okay, they know that I'm like with them, right? Because yeah, it's all I can do, like you said, Aphrodite, like just hang on. Yeah, I had some really intense astral dreams last night. I take kratom. think CBD and cannabis is so healing. Kratom for pain. It's not for everybody because it is like an opiate. It's an opioid, not synthetic. It's, you know, it's a plant, all plant matter, leaf. But that's helping me with the symptoms I'm having right now. My whole body is just sore. Whoops, sorry. Hold on. Let's see. You want that skull? I know, it's cool, right? You'll have to talk to my boyfriend about that. You keep getting that cool. I know. Really 20 times in the past week. That's what I was trying to explain so unclearly earlier to Rodney was here. Did you see him from Borean Calling? Like, how special is that? And I was trying to explain how the messages have been really current lately. They've been extremely current and speaking directly to us. And I feel like I have so much to share, and I can't really get it all onto a video. So I figured if I just kind of got on here, I would be able to share it over this very long, rambling live. Yeah, that was a good one. I am baptized in righteous anger, and they fear it. You know, I think that's what I'm starting to see, is that the quote-unquote dark side is really in fear for the first time. That would be karma coming back to hit them in the ass. So they're starting to experience the terror that we got to know so well. Oh my gosh, T. How does that even happen? That was so stupid. I can't believe that just happened. Can you please retype that message, Tony? Because my finger just pulled it up and deleted your message. If I didn't block you from the channel. That's silly. Yeah, but anything else before I go? Smoke a pound in a single bound. Yeah, I smoke a little smoky smoke once in a while. Oh, thank you, Tony. We gotta do another one soon. That was great. I wish more people could find the ones that we did, because those were really good. If you guys haven't seen that, I will try to post it in the link of this. And Tony Taylor and I both did 2 shows together. One on her channel a couple months ago, and then another one on evolutionary energy arts. I think it was titled like Morgellons, Chemtrails. Yeah, same thing. And then I did one with Best Damn Podcasts. It was titled similar, but they're hard to find. I noticed they don't have like a whole lot of views, so that's been interesting. Oh, but that's something I saw in a message today, is that there's definitely people in charge of just altering the views. To shadow ban is to try, you know, it hits you at several different psychological angles. They're so crafty. But it is designed to make the creator believe that nobody cares. So, okay, thank you. Saunas, herbal supplements, cannabis, kratom, anything. Since the full moon, all bets are off. That's right. And of course, her Ormus has been helping me tremendously. And I just listened to my body. I was lucky enough to gather several different types of supplements, and I know what works. And I'm always here for anybody that needs that kind of service. Totally free of charge. Like, I just want to help you get through this process, because I got through this process somehow. Tony has some really good insight on that, and that is just to trust the body, and I believe that 100%. There are times when the symptoms get out of control and need some attention, just for comfort sake and peace of mind sake. I'd be glad to help anybody that's having a hard time with that. I really want you guys to know that. You can email me at, yeah, I've been feeling pretty rough the past few days. I know we're getting hit with probably the biggest waves yet. I think I said that to you the other day. These are the biggest waves yet. Once you've really been integrating for a while, you're able to handle them a little bit better. I'm really not understanding how people that are just waking up and just starting to feel this stuff, I want to know, are they having a hard time? Do you guys know? Are a lot of people having physical symptoms right now that weren't awake before? How funny, Aphrodite. That's funny. Oh yeah, the Ormus has been so helpful. That just like leveled me up because I really got to a stable point. And I just had like a couple of exit points on my body where carbon and weird random whatever was like exiting, and you know, it's almost all cleared up. It's like we had a layer of, oh yes, overprotected. Sherry shared a video with me. Tony, who was that video? You said that you knew of that video from a while back. It was speaking of fallen angels, and the transformation of humans back to godly, and how fallen really essentially meant that they just had human flesh. And so we're essentially getting our, there's good and bad fallen. So fallen just doesn't cover, you know, obviously we know the route that it went. Those stories are true. But there was good humans as well. And but either way, that's neither here nor there. The really important thing that I heard on that was that we are getting our godly flesh back, our heavenly flesh. And that's what's happening. I love it. Yeah, I feel like we really, that would be a great idea, Aphrodite. Let's get our pictures together. You can send them to her or both of us, and I'll try to start collecting. Because, I mean, what a process. And we can really end so much suffering just with the knowledge. I really try to guide people to T. Taylor's channel first and foremost, because she's put herself out there for us when it was even dark for her, when she was just really still not 100% sure, but her inner knowing knew enough. She knew that she was compelled to get it out there. I mean, that woman has been driven by God herself. So I highly, 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 highly recommend that everybody check her out and send anybody that you can to her. Everybody's really open to this information now, is what I'm noticing. Even the people in the really live, large chats that are happening on different channels that, you know, are on at like 3 in the morning when everybody's up on adrenaline. And I remember those days. I mean, I still stay up late, but I used to be up like seeking. Like, I am going to find the answer, and I'm going to find it tonight in one of these videos. And so even in that arena, the major fear arena, even some of the hosts, I hear they're, you know, I have some ideas on why people are changing their tune at this moment, at this point. But it doesn't really matter to me. I'm not here to judge that. That is not my place. But, you know, the people in those chats that are being told they're open to these things when before they would have attacked me. And they did. And, you know, just out of pure ignorance and trying to be loyal to the people that they thought they were getting their truth from. You know, they thought they were getting truth from some of these different people. And they felt loyal to that. I completely understand that. But I would get shut down, called crazy, told to take medicine, called all kinds of things. You know, it would go into like my sexuality, everything, anything. And not all of them were the psychologist trolls. Some of them were genuinely just ignorant people, or just, you know, normal people that have been conditioned and mind controlled, like all of us. Good night, KB. Thank you for staying so long. Yeah, and I'll be called crazy again. It's been a few days, but you know, the great part is when somebody says it now, it's almost like they can't fully get it out of their mouth because they know it doesn't work anymore. It's great. Yeah, I'm super happy with where I'm at psychologically. Yeah, I also want to share that, and I keep forgetting. It brought a lot of comfort to me, and it took some of the urgency that I was feeling away. And that is that, oh my God, I'm gonna lose it because I just read something. Hold on. Oh yes, I was watching, what's her name, Goya, on the Cosmic Agency, and she is in communication with some of the ascended beings, and they were stressing that it's important for us to understand that it always makes me think of Tony's video, the sleeper cells. There's sleeper cells, and they'll hear this information. It's only important that a small few hear you. So you can be in a chat room with 2,000 people, and there's only 5 people in there that need to hear you. Thanks, Tony. I'm gonna let you guys go soon because it really has. It's been like an hour. I love you guys. Aw. Xenomorph, you're not crazy. So much love. Hey, what's up? Mr. Records, good to see you. Great music. Check that channel out. Revelator. Sorry. Records. Super great. Amazing. I think my family, I was trying to tell my grandmother, who honestly does have ears to hear. I mean, she's 100. So it's been interesting, but you know, she's very Catholic, and you know, a lot of times I wonder who my family is. I really do. Like, we're gonna find out. But when I'm explaining to her, you know, that Christ is returning, it's like, even she doesn't want to hear it. I'm like, isn't that what we were all waiting for? Weren't we all sitting around waiting for the return of Christ? I agree. I agree. I think that it is a balance of energy. I agree. Actually, that's something I did want to share. Another message that I had today that I'll share with you. There's a lot of people that are getting wiped out of existence. I'm not going to name them right now. Hey. Hey. Sorry. My son. Okay. Thank you. Thank you guys for bearing with me, really. You guys are awesome. I can't find what I'm looking for, so just bear with me another couple minutes here. Ooh, that was a good one. Natural human souls are of the ionosphere. Each person, pine trees are attracted to pure spirits. So that was kind of a play on words, but I thought that might mean something to somebody. Each person has a positive and negative measure. Don't regret your mistakes. Learn from them. It is all mind control programming. It is all. But dawn will come and light shall break the darkness. Allow the mighty supreme to be thine guide. Oh, I've gotten this one a few times. I feel kind of bad because I like them. And I just talked to you about fallen angels. The Victoria's Secret models are fallen angels. I think that's cute. I'm sure they're the good ones. The Ascended Master, Sandana, is the Pale Horse Rider. I think so. I think so. You're going to see him coming in a cloud. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. I'll share more when I can get it together, but thank God I can get some of my thoughts out here. Thank you. Yes. That object out there is the winged disc. That is the winged disc. So I'm going to have to look into that more. But the wings coming off of the sunrise and sunset every day, that is the winged disc. It is. It is. Couple more things so I can get it off my mind into yours. And is there anything else? Yeah, the pale horse, the green pale horse we're learning. Thanks to Borean Calling and his amazing research. The Pleiades is Logos, the word of creation. Yeah, I think I covered the... Oh, maybe there's a couple more here. I just think these are so cool. Do you guys like these? I think they're amazing. Yes, we are Pleiadian and Syrian and... you know, a couple more, just like we're mixed nationalities here, we're mixed star races as well. But yes, I believe that I'm from the tribe of Judah. I believe that Yahushua's return is imminent. The crucified Jesus Inanna Aphrodite. Jesus the Son has come in the flesh as KDD. I don't know what that means, but I thought it was interesting. KDD, Rochelle, sorry, every time I see your name I want to mispronounce it. I apologize, I'm bad at this. Ah, here's a couple questions for you guys to ponder. What is the foundation of an ocean? What is the purpose of a gem? I'll let them know. Who is the blue star Kachina? I can answer that one. It's Queen Inanna, Queen Sophia, the Queen of Heaven. So amazing. So amazing. Yes, sister. I am from Sophia too. And she is me and I am her. Look at that. It keeps on like, has it been doing that the whole time, readjusting? Super weird. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to understand though. It's like a daughter slash mother slash, yeah, like how can people be the mother and daughter at the same time? So there's a lot that we really have to start to understand and comprehend. Lots of interference. I feel like it's a lot of really good energy because I usually have interference on my end. I'm just, yeah, I'm just seeing weird shit. Anyway, I've been seeing like really good energy around me and feeling it. And that's pretty new because I was definitely up against a few things, but I've learned to cast it out in the name of Christ. I've done that all along, but I do it with confidence and understanding and knowing that I have that authority. Yes, every day I just remind myself to cover myself in the armor of God. Crispy. I feel the waves. I really feel the waves. I feel that I'm healed though, because even just a month ago, I would get searing sinus pain on my right side. That's a whole thing that has been a really hard time for me, and it's gotten so much better. I don't feel that. I'm not getting the migraine, the searing migraines. Haven't had them for weeks. And I was finally to the point where I understood those migraines were just, hey, what's up, old writer? Those migraines were part of the brain connecting, the synapses coming back together, the awakening of all. I understood it as a literal ascension headache, not 5G or anything like that. It was a raising of my consciousness in a very short period of time. So I learned to accept that and understand it. And I'm not experiencing that. I'm not experiencing the searing pain in my sinus. Even though these are the biggest, heaviest waves, like I was saying earlier, that I've experienced so far, I'm not having to integrate them as hard as I did even just a few months ago. The Ormus is helping tremendously. I'll just take different supplements. Collagen really helped throughout the time. You know, I just take that throughout. Amino acids. So many things. Like I said, I'm here if you guys want any assistance with that. Yeah, and I think that that probably wraps it up. Oh, Austin, your file is complete. Your job has been done. So that's pretty cool. All right, I love you guys. I'm out. Oh, Love Light, you just got here. You can't go right now. Copper bracelets. Yes, that is actually something I saw. There's copper right there, you see? Oh, and I painted this nightstand. Yes, that's one of my pieces of art. I'll show you the whole thing some other time. Yeah, I love you too. Copper internally is really good. It's not something you want to go overboard on, but any RH negative or especially O needs extra copper. That's one of the things that we've been stripped of. So that's what you also get in the Ormus. You get all of those monatomic minerals and the things that you need, so you can get it easily that way. You can get it on its own. I would definitely recommend, you know, trusting your instincts, and definitely will definitely help you out. Yeah, anything, like all I could hope to do is to help others going through the same exact thing that I had to scratch and crawl and figure my way out of. But I kind of figured out what works, and with the help of Tony, I kind of figured out what was going on with the process. And so I do feel pretty confident that I could help anybody going through it. And I don't really know what money is anymore, so yeah, it would be just out of love. Oh, Michelle's opinion, yes. I love your channel. I love your content. It's a weird angle, but I thought this was cool stuff to look at since I wasn't really willing to put my face on there today. Well, you guys really stuck through it with me. Thank you. 76 minutes. Hey, Stephanie. Yes, she makes Ormus, and I was so excited to get mine, and I've had it for about 2.5 months now, and I just, listen to my body, and was taking it pretty much every day at first, a couple times a day, and now I'm down to like every other day. I feel really good. I feel really, really good. Really clear. I have a lot of my energy back. It's a strange dance because then we get hit with these weird, electromagnetic ascension rapture waves. And then, we have to integrate them. But then you have that day break where you're like, I've never felt this good in my whole life. Never. Maybe something is taking place. No, you have enough of those experiences and you finally accept, like, good things are happening. Really good things are happening. All right, y'all. Yeah, Tony, tell us, though, before I go, what is the best way? What's the best email, or should we go to your page? Because we know you don't get all your messages. Yeah, I cherish mine. It's just so beautiful. Like, she does such a beautiful job. Yeah, it's wonderful. It really is. Hi, Rhea. Hey, Todd. What's up? Stair steps? What's that about? What did I miss? Probably something I was just talking about. Oh, cool. Clear Blue Jay. I'll have to check that out. I really like that. I've been looking for new Yes, a step at a time. Thanks, Todd. I wish I could do a 3-way call with you right now. Or just a 1-way call and we could broadcast it. You're so amazing. I love what you have to say. Do I feel time is going fast? Yes. Yes. Time has sped up. Yes. I know. Yeah. Yeah. With no real sign of it slowing down. But it doesn't seem bad. It doesn't seem like negative. I think I've been experiencing cyclical time, so I think everybody else is just getting on board. And that's another interesting fact. The ites in the Bible, like the Israelites, they experienced cyclical time. So whatever pieces you can put together with that. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just closer and closer to the day of the Lord, and nobody knows the time or day. Honestly, I tell myself, like, what if it's like still another 3.5 years from now? Like we just all have to kind of sit down here and work it out together until, you know, New Earth is like 100% here. No, that's not the case. We obviously, we can't help but wait in anticipation at this point. I think that's pretty clear to any of us going through it. And it's really maddening to see people driving around like everything's so fucking normal. And looking at me like sooner, absolutely sooner. I agree, Todd. I agree 100%. I was just sharing some messages earlier that I was receiving in Gematria, and it's telling me that Christ has already returned, which I'm seeing very clearly as she uncloaks her ship for me. It's a lot. It's a lot because, you know, when people see me taking pictures and they just, but people are open to knowing what's going on. And even if they almost didn't notice what was happening around them, now there's a lot of people almost wishing that you would ask them if they've noticed all of the beautiful changes happening around them. And it's definitely a dance, you know, trying to get people on the same page with that. All right. Thanks for being here. Love y'all. Love you, T. All right. Anybody else have anything? Let me see if I can find her email address. I know it, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. Let's see. All right, well, we know where to find her. Hey, Boynage, good to see you. Okay, yes. Do you have my email, Aphrodite? I would love that, Michelle. I'd like to do more. In fact, I would love to pick your brain. I know nothing. I've tried to like set up live streams where I can show you the pictures that I'm talking about, and I can't figure it out. I guess I need software and everything else. I don't know. All right, y'all. Lucky number 22 for me, so I'm going to go now. I hope everybody has a great evening. I'm always here for you. The Fifth World 22 at gmail.com. I should be working. I think I haven't gotten a couple, but I'm going to go with everything should come through. I've noticed that our stuff's getting through. It's slipping through a lot more often. You're the best, my skies. I love you. And I promise you I'd be watching your stuff all the time if I ever got updates. So I'm just going to go out of my way like you do for everybody else. I love you, Aphrodite. You're amazing. Thank you for being there. I mean, you're so special. You're like, you remind me of me. Not that you're like, you know, younger or behind. But we found each other and it's like, no, like, I know you. I know you. I know there's a reason we found each other and when we did. Because I want to prevent you from feeling any of the fear that I did. There's no reason for it. Stephanie, you rock so much. That's what it is. I feel connected to you. Absolutely. Yeah, I just don't think that the fear, I don't know. I'm still going through that in my head. I think a certain amount of fear is what woke us up. But to continue it is just going to manifest things that are unnecessary, in my opinion. Yes, you get in front of the camera, gorgeous. I will too. I'm just working out some of my stuff in my head. And maybe it's the last bits of ego or something, vanity. I don't really know. I'm not really sure. So I'm working through it because I know it's important. I'll get there. I'll get there. Old Rider, thanks for being here. Thank you, Kitten. You're the best. I really love you guys. I'll see you soon. Everybody caught up on their little messages. We make our connections. Let's follow through with them now. I'm going to be waiting for an invitation to a panel.